Everybody, welcome to the inaugural episode of Switch It Up. That's what I called it. Yeah, now I remember. This is the series where I look at let's not say hidden gems, let's say underappreciated games for the Nintendo Switch. Just because the Switch has a lot of games. It's hard to find them. And the ones that get recommended tend to get recommended a lot. So I wanted to recommend something different. I wanted to find something that maybe you'll enjoy that you haven't heard of. And that just kind of feel uniquely wonderful. Oh wow, I just ate it, huh? This is Neko Navy. It is a pretty breezy side-scrolling shooter. It's not super technical. It doesn't have a ridiculously obtuse scoring system or anything like that. It's pretty straightforward. It does have some bullet hellish elements, but for the most part you won't encounter them until you go up to the hardest difficulty, which I'm gonna try to remember to do near the end. For the most part you can just kind of do what I'm doing. Pick easy. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the visual splendor, enjoy the, mass appeal of loving a cat. It's a great kind of like commute game, I would say, a lunch break game. It's a shooter, so you can finish it in a session or two. Like the full game clocks in probably under an hour. I'd say like 40 minutes, depending on how familiar you are with the stages and stuff like that. It might take you a little bit longer because you have to unlock all the credits. You get more as you play, and you probably have to continue a few times before you kind of get the rhythm of it. But, once you have enough credits, you can kind of just throw them in there and just run through the levels and enjoy just the scenery. Like I said, it's a pretty relaxed game. It's only as tough as you want it to be. So I play it when I'm winding down a lot. And kind of having it on the Switch. It's like the only thing I consistently play on the Switch, just because in more ways than one, I will say it again, the Switch is the Vita 2, which means people keep trying to put console games that don't belong on the Switch, and I'm not gonna, if you're somebody who can play Dragon's Dogma or Train, I guess, or Skyrim in an elevator, more power to you, but I don't have the emotional and mental bandwidth for that kind of stuff. When I'm on like a lunch break or something, I'm not the person who wants to play Skyrim in an elevator when I'm in between meetings or something. Whatever important people who have to take elevators up to work do. So, I just like to play something straightforward and fun like this. And, seeing this game just always, it makes me smile. I've been playing this since the PC version came out. On Steam, which isn't when it originally came out, because I think it came out before that by itself. Which I nearly bought it off some weird Japanese store just to have it, because I was enamored with it immediately. But I eventually bought that Steam release, which is pretty good. But it is nice to have this as something that I can just wind down and chill out to at any time. I will eventually get into the harder levels and more challenges and stuff, because I genuinely love them, and I really enjoy trying to master this game. Like, as easy as it is to get into, once you like start getting a little bit deeper into it, you can kind of there's a system. So what happens is you collect all these cats, obviously, fills up your special. You can use that to destroy bullets and turn them into currency, or rather cats or gold, which you can use to get more bullets. There's also a system called the Brave system. I don't know if the system is formally, but you'll get those little Braves. You'll see them popping up. And those are for shooting enemies, destroying enemies rather, while you're in close range. And I believe they give you more items. So, you know, if you know the stage layout, you can kind of play really aggressively, run up on them, and constantly have a barrage of super-powered weapons. Which is also the way you maximize your score. Which, not super important to most people, but also getting a higher score does give you, you do get, not continues. Oh no, oh no, oh no! That didn't go well. You do get more lives at a certain score point, so that's also helpful for survival. But yeah, that really kind of gives you an incentive to memorize the layouts and the stage spawns and things like that, and genuinely just kind of playing it. The more you play it, the more you kind of get into that rhythm and learn it, so you can kind of effortlessly run through it. But maybe you're not one of the people who wants the chill game. Maybe you also want that bullet hell experience. So, in that case, let's end this. Let's return to our other cat friends. We're gonna go to hard. We're gonna pick our friend Chiyoko, who is very grumpy, but very cute. I don't know why I made that voice. And we'll see how much harder it gets. Chiyoko's a little bit slower, but it's got this very one shot. I think they have a screen clearing bomb? Let's find out. Let's find out together. Woo! Yeah. It does also make you a little bit invincible. They're shooter bombs, so. Oh, yeah, you can also turn the bullets into score items. So there is, some incentive to wait until there's a lot of bullets on screen to kind of maximize that system. Whoa. So, you know, this is a little bit harder. The bullets move a little bit faster. The enemies a little bit more aggressive. Not that you can see them because I am destroying all of them before they make it onto this side of the screen. Here, I'm gonna wait back here. So we'll get to the boss, and then we'll go up to the next difficulty, see what that's about. So let's see, the bosses are really what's gonna push you. So already you can see the bullet pattern is a little bit more complicated. Still not ridiculous, but just enough challenge to make it a little bit, to raise that tension a little bit. I love the description that it puts for, the game puts for hard mode. It does not have the real way to play it or whatever. It just has a satisfaction course. I love it. Alright, so we've done the satisfaction course. And I want to say, I'm very satisfied. I know when I'm satisfied, and it's when I play the satisfaction course of Neko Navy. But maybe we should play this. It does say that we should stay away, but let's I think we can take it, right? You think we can take it? So far so good. Yeah, so I mean that was careless on my part, but they will be punishing you for playing careless. Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, even bullet hell shooters don't usually get this aggressive. Regular other bullet hell shooters generally don't get this aggressive on the first stage. They let that first stage lull you into that false sense of security. Here on the death course of Neko Navy, they will not give you that luxury. This is the point where you might start to remember, hey, my cat is not the thing that I'm actually vulnerable to. That's actually vulnerable, rather. It is that little pink glowing dot in the middle that is actually my hitbox. Which you should pay a lot of attention to, because that's what's going to save your life. Now, did I make it to the boss? Okay, so we're here at the boss. Let's find out what a death mode melty heart looks like. So obviously, given that your bombs can turn bullets into score, this is the way to score. This is the way to make that big money. I can imagine this being a lot of fun, but oh Christ, it's hard. I used up 2 continues just for that first stage. But yeah, I think the appeal of this game is immediately obvious. I have not really seen anybody talk that much about it. I'm sure somebody like Nintendo Life or something has got it covered, right? Because they review every game that's on the Switch, basically. You know, nobody's talking about the good cats. Come on, Miracle, let's do this. There's also an endless mode that they added to here. Oh, I don't know if I've played this mode before, because this music is incredible. I'm losing it. Oh, wow. Wow. Everybody, please play Neko Navy. I think I've said my piece. You know if you'll be playing Neko Navy or not by now. Wow, that song was really something. Okay, until next time, bye.